We're going to look at Ash Limited again now, this time from the point of view of capital gearing. Gearing, or as it's sometimes called, leverage. We see that last year's gearing ratio was 0.45 or 45%, and that they had an interest cover or times interest earned of 8 times. And we look now at this year's figures. Capital gearing, of course, refers to the amount of capital employed that comes from fixed return capital. So our long-term capital, or our capital employed, is 880,000, 300,000 of which is coming from debenture holders and 150,000 coming from preference shares. So 450,000 out of the 880,000, or 0.51 or 51%, is the gearing ratio. So what are we going to say about that? The gearing ratio of 0.51 means that Ash is slightly highly geared. Last year's figure was 0.45 or 45%, so the company had low gearing and is now moving into high gearing. And the shareholders wouldn't be happy with that trend. Another negative trend would be the big drop in times interest covered or times interest earned from last year's 8 times to this year's 2.67. This means that if the trends were to continue, the company would become under risk from the fixed return capital. The interest and dividends would become a burden on the profit, and it would threaten the ordinary shareholders' dividends. And of course, a bigger proportion of our assets would be financed by what you'd refer to as outsiders.